Good morning, guys and girls and family at the Facebook family. Welcome to another Ocus TV show. I'm your host today, Tao Trung. I am joined with my beautiful colleague, Nirali Desai. Say hi, Nirali.
Hi, hi
Hi.
everyone. Welcome to Kush TV show. And today we are doing something different this time. We are welcoming spring. Obviously, nice warm weather. Everyone is looking beautiful. Everything looks beautiful.
I hope that everyone has been enjoying this morning, the glorious morning out in the sunshine, like I have.
Correct.
So, yep. Well, and I will be enjoying it the rest of the day in the sunshine as well after this show. So today's topic, what we want to really talk about is if you're thinking of selling in spring, what we want to see. So if we go to the next slide, I just want to recap or just want to quickly touch base on what we will be talking in this very short, hopefully 10, 15-minute video. Next one, Nirali. So firstly, taking action and presenting the property to sell. The other thing is your mindset, whether if you're starting to think about selling your property in the very near future, in the next 3 to 6 months, what do you need to be looking for? And then lastly, of course, we're just going to wrap up with what's the next step. So again, we're hoping to be within the 10-minute range. So let's get started. Let's get preparing. That's it. Any comments on that, Nirali?
So
We'll just go to
yeah,
the next page as well.
I think that would be showing you that how you would like to present your property, because when you're selling, presentation matters, and how you present your
Absolutely.
property would actually make a whole lot of difference, if whether how many days it's going to stay in market, what kind of offer it's going to attract, what kind of a buyer it's going to attract.
Yeah.
So
So just also a very quick word as well, guys and girls. If you have any family members or friends who are thinking of selling or maybe consider selling in the very near future, please tag them in or share this video with them. We will basically start to talk about the ins and outs of a property, and how best to present it in the best light, for the potential sale, and to get the best pricing as well. So
correct.
just look. Yep. So if we go to the next photo,
Sure.
beautiful. So what do you think about this one, Noelle?
I think that this property is really nicely presented. The lawn has been manicured. The lots of lights outside, and it has been switched on, which is good.
Yep.
It is working.
Yep. So it's working. Yeah, that's it.
And also the windows are looking brighter. So the inside lighting is looking good as well. Like you would like to go in. It says that come in.
Yeah, I think like for me as well, I definitely I really like the design of the property itself, but the way that it's just been displayed is very very simple. Clean cut lawn, footpath, enough lighting. So beautiful example of a property that probably sold with a very good value. So
Correct. It's
yeah,
not something glamorous, but at the same time, it has the simplicity.
yeah. And what about our next one though?
Is it a house?
You tell me. You tell me. Okay, so
It's
guys and girls,
definitely we have got these images from the current property that has been staying in market for long. So obviously it is a house, but it may not look like, because you would like to think, where is the door? How do I get in?
yeah, these are probably one of the very early style of houses in Deer Park, believe it or not. So we've come across this property. I think it's over roughly 200 days. It's been
Oh,
with different agents and agencies as well. And we just want to. We're not bagging anybody in particular, and we're not saying anything bad about it. What we want to do is point out what can be done to hopefully improve at least your property.
correct.
If you're viewing this, your property. If you own this property, then whatever we suggest. And if you take it up, then that's great. But
Correct.
yeah, from the photo, what can you see? Like what?
I think I would like to make very thing. The very first thing would be the rubbish that is lying and visible.
Yep,
We can't do much about the
the
cables that
front of the
running through
house. Yep,
because it is also bringing the electricity to the house.
yep,
But I would definitely do something about this black thing, which may be a window, to make it
yep.
look like a window. The
Yeah, I think it's
fence
like a
on this
shade.
side is yeah, the fence on this side is looking new, which is good. So I would not like to make any changes to that.
Yep,
Maybe make a path to go to the house,
yep.
and maybe a couple of plants to make it more homely. What do you think?
I reckon so. Yeah, definitely a property as old as this particular one. I would say definitely put some plants in at the front. I don't know. There's a patch of gravel there, as I can see in the front
Hmm.
corner there, to your right, and I would get rid of things like that. So plasterboards, gravel, brick, and really put some life into the property because right now it just looks like someone else's backyard. Looking at their shed or garage. Agreed. With what you
Correct.
mentioned before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Maybe couple
So
of just couple. I think it would not take more than $500 to $600 to just make it look little different than what it is at the moment. And we
yeah.
can definitely help vendor out. So if you can reach out to this vendor and see if we can help him present the property better, because
Well,
presentation is everything.
yep. Absolutely agreed. Agreed. And I think the point of the presentation today as well is that we are all in lockdown, and if you are the owner, then you can do these things with very minimal cost.
Correct.
We're not giving suggestions or anything like that that will cost you, $2,000-3,000 to repaint the house or redo the roof or put another room in. None of those things. These are purely either cosmetic on the outside or on the inside. So, what do you think of the next one?
I think this property is good. It has a, I mean, it would not be very old, but we are hardly seeing the facade. So the
Yes,
bush is
agreed.
on the way.
Yep.
And like it would be like $50 or at max $100 to just make it look prettier.
Again, if you live in this home, I would suggest just going out there with a nice scissors, and just trimming it. Very
Correct.
simple, very, very simple to do, but will bring life back into this property. Um, I'm hoping that it was the tenanted property, but you never know, right?
So how long this has been in market for?
These ones are in your area, Central Ganina, so I think this one
Mm,
is around 100 days. But
wow. Wow.
yep,
Just
they
yes.
should
Yeah.
they should have been sold. Like, beautiful
Correct.
area.
Property like this is actually appealing to investor as well as
Yep,
the first home buyer, because Karnina is actually booming and there are a lot of houses coming up which are just going beyond that 700 marks where the first home buyer would have a cap. So this particular property may be actually suitable for both the first time
yep,
investor and first time owner, but just making it much more inviting to
yeah,
actually
presentable.
we should be able to see the facade would be helpful.
Hundred
Should we go
percent
to the
agreed.
next one?
Let's go. Let's get it moving. We're under the pump for the 10-minute mark.
Hmm. What do you think about that?
My first impression of this one here. Now we won't say in the name of the company, the real estate agent, but the property is actually behind a lot of fencing, so you can't actually see this photo from the road
Oh,
unless you
okay.
peek through these little gates. So again, the plants and trees and everything are covering it, and yeah, definitely a no.
To
Like,
be honest, I don't understand the purpose of this photo if it is the photo of the property. Like I'm
yeah,
looking at the path, or am I looking at the power pole, or I'm looking at the bush, or I'm looking at the
exactly.
green fence. I am
Ex-
actually clueless.
yeah, exactly. I would rather see the front entrance or so. It might be a grand front entrance, but be it that's the entrance, then so be it. Yeah, definitely. I think that's very, very.
But if this property has been marketed with this photo is not helping the property.
Yeah, that's probably why it's still there. I agree.
Let's move on to the next one.
This is a beautiful one. I
Hmm.
love I
Hmm.
love a home with a lot of collection. My
Correct.
only dilemma with this would be if you are selling it,
Hmm.
I would probably just tuck a lot of them away, either box them up or so. Because one, either unless you're a tenant and you want to unless it's tenanted and you want to portray it as continue rental income, but other than that, I would try to minimize as much things as possible. I think this is very self-explanatory, this one.
Such a
Yeah.
beautiful floorboards, but we are not able to see it.
Yeah.
Really nice drapes, but they are like tucked in somewhere. And
Yeah.
the water feature, that is not what we are selling, so we don't want to see that.
Yeah. In comparison to the next one,
This is
beautiful.
good. It has a
Yeah.
character, definitely. The furniture and furniture and all other things is not contemporary, but at the same time, it is the personality is coming through. Like the mantle, the fireplace
Yeah.
is looking good. The drapes are quite old, but it gives a personality of the window. So I don't think, and the cornice that is also good.
Yeah,
I like
beautiful.
the ceiling light. I like mostly everything about it. Why? Because you are
Yeah.
able to see those parts.
Agreed. And these photos are mixtures of property that have sold for good money and properties that are very generic here. So this is probably a very good example of how we can clear it up, basically clear up the declutter, clear up the mess. Yeah, that's
And you
fine.
don't have to empty out the whole room. You can just do it with that. This is a perfect example.
Yeah, put it in the box, put it in storage box. Another good example, I think. Very nice, clean, clear, very neutral colors, plenty of lights. I like this one.
The bed has not been made to the perfection, but yeah, I mean, it is working anyway because of the color scheme of the walls and a lot of
Yeah.
natural lights, and you're looking at the blue sky. That would also give you some psychological impact.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think about this?
Would you jump into that bed?
No.
At least the last one looked more made. Yeah, right. Yeah.
The height of the bed is also not working in this. The blocking the window is not working. The bed
Yeah.
is too big for the room, so it's making the room little bit more smaller, and you are
That's it.
actually not able to pay the attention to the storage that this room has.
Yeah, I think it's just the way that this particular house has been presented. But let's go on.
This one is good.
Beautiful again. So good example of what works. I think.
Yeah, correct.
Very
And it
plain,
has
simple.
not been in one stage. It's like someone is living in there, and it's good.
Yeah, they just made them. This one is part I like, but part I don't like. Having things on the kitchen definitely works for me, but not too much. I think this is probably a little bit on the higher side.
Correct.
What do you think?
I mean, I think that chair doesn't belong there. I would not like to see the rubbish bin there. And I don't know what there is a parcel package which has been there or something else, not sure. But I really like that the appliances are new. So that is doing the trick. The
Yep.
white color scheme I like. It is balancing out with the flow.
Yep.
And I would actually put one more ceiling light or wall light to make it more inviting.
Yeah. I think it's just better use of the space in this one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I like this particular one. The way that it's been laid out. Again, we cleared out the countertop has been cleared out. So the kitchen cabinetry and everything has been cleared out. Dining table, very simple.
Not only that, it's a very clever use of placing the dining table. It is making actually kitchen a little bit more bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
Like kitchen is small, but placing the dining table there, it's just dividing that space, and at the same time, it's giving a sense of space and style.
Yeah. Works, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, and we got a message from Vish. Whoa, best season to sell your property in spring. Bring it on. Yes,
Definitely.
agreed, Vish.
Definitely. As I say, spring makes everyone look beautiful. The sun
So
shining
guys,
upon you.
yes, rather than like, if you have any comments or questions or anything in particular, please post a comment. Yeah, and rather than us just talking our opinion, and if you have any opinion on it, please.
On any of this slide
in.
as well. Which one you like, which one you don't like, and why don't you like it?
That's it. Or if you have an example of what not to do, send them in. So at least we can look at it together and review what not to do in the future for some people.
Sure.
And
Let's move to
just
the
a quick
next one.
message from Neha. Yep. Do you want to jump onto the next? Melbourne
Oh,
is definitely seeing a boom in spring. Yep. We can't wait to go out and sell. Absolutely agree to Neha.
oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty. Mm.
We can imagine reveal that. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
There
don't know
are
what
quite a
is
few.
the gas cylinder is doing there. Is it even? It's not complied. It is not
Uh,
complied with the regulations.
yeah.
Is it?
I thought I'd bring one of those in, but yeah. I
Okay.
I don't understand why. Firstly, I'm gathering the story isn't working,
Okay. Yeah, but
but
it doesn't look safe to me as well. If I'm the
no.
agent, I would definitely ask them to make that appliance is working or other. Yeah.
Yep, yep, absolutely agree. And declutter. There's quite a few
Yeah.
things on the kitchen bench. It makes the bench look old as well. Too busy. Yep, agree.
Too busy and untidy.
Yep,
Untidy,
yep,
unclean. That
and very
I would
unsafe.
not put this property photo ever
Yep,
on internet because that lot of things, yeah, dustbin and things like that. Let's move on to
yep.
next one.
If you know the owner of that one, please guys tag them, and hopefully they can remove the gas cylinder and that, and make sure that the stoves are working to its intended purposes. So with these one here, we've been talking about the frontage of the property, the inside of the property. This one is very much for me a little bit of an eyesore, because if you have a look through the window, it's quite bright outside, right? But then
Mm,
inside, you've got a really
mm,
dark room. Yes, you've got the beautiful, like it looks like either a sunset or a sunrise on the wall there, the
mm.
featured wall, but it's so dark. Like there's no sunshine there.
And
So
it's very dated feature as well, like mural, full complete wall mural
yeah,
with the photos and all. It's like I think 20 years ago it was in trend. Now
yeah,
people do not connect with that. It is a beautiful
yeah,
one. I really like it, but I don't think it's work in this particular context. If this is the property, I would have taken a photo from the angle where I can see the lights coming from the
yeah.
window.
Probably
And at the
outside,
moment,
more
it
natural.
is
Yep.
open. It is. I don't know what the photo is trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a message from Vish. What sediments are attached to selling in spring, guys? What do you think?
So I think people are actually wanting to buy, and people are actually wanting to sell, but and agent also want to make that transaction happen. But I think government is just wanting us all to stay home.
But yeah, I mean, I don't understand, but I guess for the health reasons sake, yeah, we should
Yeah,
all be
exactly.
complying. But yeah, definitely there is a big market out there at the moment for it, for properties,
Exactly.
and
And
especially for
lack of
good looking
listing.
ones.
Actually, government needs to think about that as well. Lack of listing is pushing the price of birds, and that is just going out of control at this stage. So if we
Yeah,
are still staying in lockdown like last year till end of November, then I think it's gonna just go out
yeah.
boom in the prices.
Yeah, well, we're all fingers crossed that we will be easing from lockdown, and that we'll see a lot more people, our homeowners putting their homes up for sale, and also a lot of buyers, looking around and everything. So that's the
Yeah.
overall what we would love to be able to see, and I think we will build up to that momentum, especially coming spring. Beautiful weather out there. In the winter and raining, I don't think many people would want to go out, but in spring.
Also, closer to Christmas, everyone wants to move into the new home if they're thinking
Yes.
of upsizing or first home buyer. And
Yeah.
also,
Yep.
spring is the best time to sell the property. Sun is out there and it actually creates a magic for sure.
Yep.
Days are
Yeah.
longer, so we can have the more time on our sleeves, and it
Yep.
definitely work. And but I think we are already on 16th of September. We have lost 15 days of spring already.
Yes. Yes. Half the month of spring. But back onto topic. Very last
Mm.
one. I think we're looking at again.
Mm.
Similarly, my impression is that it's too dark.
Is it self photo or rental photo?
These are cell photos. So
Oh my God.
I
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. No, no. I would
So
fire my photographer. What is this?
all right. So that's probably one that you should
Hmm.
really take up. Like anyone
Um,
has similar situations and anyone seen similar on their streets in the suburb, take a photo and share it with us. You know,
correct. Yeah.
but these are the things I guess sometimes either the landlord or the owners themselves don't
Hmm.
pay attention to when a
Hmm.
tenant moves out or you're cleaning out for spring to sell,
Hmm.
but you leave it on the
Hmm.
lawn. Um,
Correct.
Call up the local
It
council. A lot of them will collect hard rubbish. Yep. If you
correct.
don't know,
Correct.
yep, give us a call. Give one of us a call, and we can point you in the right direction as well. But yeah,
Absolutely.
please
If you're
don't leave like that.
And if your property in this hot market has been staying in market for more than 100 days, I think, guys, there is something wrong with the presentation because price is working for every sellers. It's a seller's market. If presentation is good, it invites more people. If you do just tiny bit of things, actually it's been appreciated by buyers and it appreciated in dollar value as well. So if you do not know where to start, definitely reach out to us. We can definitely guide you in a direction where it would be beneficial to make that sell happen. And yeah,
Yep, beautiful. I think we'll jump into the next one, and we'll just click through very quickly because we are well over time. So I think, do you want to say anything about these particular topics?
um, I would say that mindset is important. So if you are thinking that market is performing really, really well and you would like to take advantage of this, the particular scenario, then yes, you should move and move fast. The reason is, as we have already lost 15 days, let's start working, let's start preparing the property, make it sell ready. There are a number of different avenues that you can explore, and let us help you out to get that sell happen.
Yeah, and I mean, like these, some of these questions that we've got on the screen there would also relate to, say you are planning to sell. Where do you want to be going to? And so what I think is okay as an owner, if I was to sell, my reason for selling or my reason for moving is to get closer to the family or to get away from the family or a particular family member, right? Or maybe I'd like to move into the countryside where I can
Yeah.
enjoy a little bit more of the grass pastures and the farm
Hmm.
style lifestyle. Yep, and then planning where you want to go. And so, firstly,
Yeah.
the reason, then the planning where to go, and the type of home that you're looking for as well. Of course,
Hmm.
if you're downsizing, upsizing, if you rather live close to someone, closer to other people, you can go into flats, you can go into townhouses, you can go into units, that sort of thing, and the suburb,
Okay.
because especially if you've got kids
Lifestyle.
that needs to go to
Yeah.
school. Yeah,
Upsizing, downsizing, or what is your motivation to move? It
absolutely.
can
Yeah,
be just as simple as you are getting a really good price in this current
that's
market.
it.
It can be that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
can help you out with storing your extra furniture to make it more presentable. We can help you out with finding the tradie who can help you with landscaping or gardening or painting. Yeah, just reach out. If you think you are
Yeah.
thinking of selling and you do not know where to start, let's start by making one call to myself or Thao, and
Yep.
we will definitely help you out. We do serve in some suburbs which are currently showing. We have a few properties, house, townhouse, or unit. And
Or if you want an
yeah,
8 bedroom home. Yeah. So
just bring in whole family because we are
that's
in
it.
lockdown. So let's stay
Yeah.
together because we can't
Keep them
visit
together. That's
this
it.
house
That's
for
it.
them.
What else have we got? So
We got
go
this
next slide.
unit. Yeah. And then the townhouse as well. If you want everything closer and you want to be in a suburb where everything is within the 5 kilometer radius, because every now and then
Yeah.
lockdown is making us not travel further than 5 kilometers. So that townhouse which you are seeing is just around 400,000, and yeah, everything is at your doorstep.
Yeah. We'll go next. And what's the next step? Choosing the right agent, I think. Getting an
Correct.
evaluation on the current home so that you know where your position is, what you need to do. Because choosing the right agent also will, if they've got the knowledge and the experience in staging your property, getting your property ready for sale, such as going through the list that we spoke about earlier on, that will help you gain more value out of your home. So talk to them, and ask them why they came up with those values as well. You know yourself, Nirali, me as well. We go out and we appraise the property. We look at the property in and out. So from the outside, from the inside, structurally sometimes as well. Not that it's our job, but we want to
The
know.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know before we speak to a potential buyer what it's going to be like. Yeah, and then deciding on who gave you the best information and who you're comfortable working with.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, because I think the comfortable working with is more important. Because if you don't have that two-way communication and you're not open to the information and their ideas as well, it'll make it very hard. And you can get properties that sit there for 200, 300 days on the market, sometimes 2 years on the market. Yeah.
There's
So
some definitely look presentation and price. There are two factor only for your property not to be sold. At the moment, price is in your favor. It's a seller's market. Everyone is aware of it. For one property, at least we have 20 buyers lined up. So if it is not selling, definitely presentation. And presentation is something that is not very difficult to deal with. We can definitely help you out. Just reach out to us. It's a free advice, no obligation, obviously, but we would like to help you out.
yeah. So just where to. I think this is we've spoken about quite a number of times. Me and Norelli, our contact numbers are there as well. If you would like to just speak to us, obligation free. Um, just for our knowledge and advice on what you can and can't do. And don't go out and spend 20,000, $30,000 on renovation straight away, because sometimes it's not necessary and it's not going to increase your home value that
Correct.
much, right? But
Correct.
it's more about the cosmetics, how it looks, street appeal, and that sort of thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think we'd like to wrap it up there. Any final comments, Nirali?
Uh, we would like to present you to the next episode on in for buyers who are have been missing out in this current market. It's a crazy market, and we can definitely have some tips for you to get that home under your price, whatever you are looking for. We can definitely help you out. We'll come with some tips, and stay tuned for the next Ukas TV episode.
Oh, there you go. So, guys, thank you for joining us today. If you have any owners, vendors, family, friends who want to sell or have a property that is on the market that look something similar to what we've seen already, tag them in, share this with them so that they can rectify whatever problems and increase their value. But otherwise, if you are a buyer, stay tuned for the next Ocus TV episode, and we look forward to helping you out and secure the next property, next home for you.
Thanks, Paul.
Till then,
Thanks,
bye for now.
everyone.